Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited because I'm finally doing a makeup tutorial using the new Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I was so excited to finally get my hands on this palette, and you know I got you guys an extra one for a giveaway as well. So that should be up on my channel probably before this video, so check down below for the giveaway link. But anyways, I really wanted to use like some of the pops of color in the palette. This little corner was just calling my name, and I know there's already a ton of tutorials out there. I had seen a lot of people using like the teal and the cobalt blue or the purple on the lid. So I said, okay, how can I switch it up and do something a little bit different with still incorporating some color? So I did a pop of color on the lower lash line and absolutely love the way that it came out. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out so we can stay connected and you can catch my next video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up as that always helps out. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at LishaLovesMakeup. I will list the link down below in the description bar as well if you guys are interested. But otherwise, if you guys want to see how I get this glowing summer makeup look with a pop of color, then just keep on watching. Alright guys, so first off, I'm priming my face. I'm going in with the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, and I like to take this to my entire face. It just gives me a really smooth canvas. This is one of my absolute favorite primers. And then I like to go in with Becca. This is the Ever Matte Poreless Perfecting Primer, and I specifically take this to the T-zone where I tend to get more oily and have larger pores, and I just press that into the skin. And for foundation today, I'm going in with the Estee Lauder. This is the Double Wear Nude Water Foundation. This is the new foundation from them. Basically, it's like a lighter version of the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I've been really liking it so far. And I will have a review for you guys up on my channel very soon. And then I'm going in and doing a little bit of contouring today. I'm taking the Kevyn Aucoin, this is the Contour Book Volume 2, and it's a cream contour shade, so I'm just taking that to the perimeter of my face. And I really loved this contour shade because it wasn't very harsh, but yeah, it was still creamy and easy to blend out. I hate like cream contour products that, you know, you're trying to blend forever and you just have like a stripe on your face. I thought this was like a very nice contour or cream contour product, but at the same time very effective. It's nice and cool toned and not like too warm or orange. So I really enjoyed this. It blended out very nicely. I just like to use a big stippling brush to blend that out. And this was my first time trying it out and I was very pleased, so I will definitely continue to use this. So just blending out a little bit of my nose contour, and then moving on to concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I believe I'm using the shade Light Neutral, and just, oh no, this Light Medium. But just blending that out with my damp beauty blender, and I also set my eyes with this as well before I go in with my shadows. And then I'm going back into the Kevyn Aucoin contour palette, and I'm taking the cream highlight shade and just using this to brighten up areas of my face. So under the under eye area, down the bridge of the nose, center of the forehead, center of the chin. And then I'll just blend that out with my damp beauty blender. And honestly, this cream highlight shade was not very pigmented and did not give you very much coverage, so I'm kind of glad that I used it over my under eye concealer, because this would definitely not be enough to, you know, conceal my under eye area. But it still blended out nicely. And then I'm just setting that under eye area with a little bit of translucent powder. I believe I'm using the RCMA No Color powder, and I just like to press that into the skin with a damp beauty blender because it just kind of melts it into the skin, prevents any creasing. And I don't necessarily like to bake because it gets really dry. But now I'm going back into the Kevyn Aucoin Contour Book, and I'm taking the powder contour shade, and I'm using the contour brush from Kevyn Aucoin as well, and just sculpting out my face. I really liked this contour powder. It blended out very nicely. It was a nice cool tone shade. It like wasn't patchy at all, and I just really enjoyed it. So far so good as far as the contouring shades, but basically just setting all of the areas where I used that cream contour. And then I am going in with a little bit of NARS Laguna bronzer just to warm up the skin. I really wanted more of like a sun-kissed look, and so I'm taking that on top of my contour areas. And then I'm going in with the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray, and that first spritz just really got me a good one. But now for the fun part, moving on to the eyes, I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. So I'm going in with the Morphe E27 blending brush, and I'm taking that yellow shade, and I'm just really starting to build this up into my crease and socket area. And I take this up pretty high as I do have like a large brow bone area. And kind of like hooded lids, so I take it up pretty high and just really take my time with building the color. And then I go in with the oranges, kind of like burnt orange shade right next to it. And I'm focusing this into the crease, and I'm using like a more of a tapered blending brush. This is also a Morphe brush, but I forget the number, so I'll list it down below in the description bar. But just building it up from the outer corner and dragging it kind of towards the inner corner with whatever's left over on my brush. And then for this color, this is like a burnt reddish shade. It's just so gorgeous. I'm taking that on a tapered blending brush from Morphe. And then I pack it on like the outer corner of my eye and slowly drag whatever's left over on the brush in towards the inner corner of my eye, and just take my time with building that color. And then I like to go back in with the big fluffy blending brush just to really soften up the edges and make sure everything is like nice and diffused and smoked out. And now I'm going in with the Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm taking that to my entire lid area. I really like to use this when I pack on a shimmery eyeshadow onto my lid, just because it prevents it from transferring, because I do have hooded lids. So I like to put that down first, and then the eyeshadow just sticks so nicely to it. And I'm using the gold shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I believe it's called Queen. But I didn't get the little sheet that comes with the palette. I think only like the beauty influencers who Morphe kind of like sent out their PR packages to, they're the only ones that got that. But anyways, I'm using that gorgeous gold shade and then just blending out the edges to make sure everything is nice and seamless. And then I'm going in with this nice chocolatey brown shade, and I'm just using this on the outer corner to really deepen up the outer edges and just really bring a lot more dimension to the eyes. So again, just take your time with building this up. And then I'm going in with the second brow bone highlight, which is a little bit more of like a yellow undertone, and I'm just packing that to my brow bone. And this is such a stunning brow bone highlight. I honestly haven't been using shimmery brow bone highlights very often, but this one I love. And now I couldn't help myself. I had to take that gorgeous matte teal shade to the lower lash line, and I just used it on a pencil brush. I honestly didn't know what color I wanted to use, but I started there, and then I went back to the upper lash line and I started to build like a wing. I'm using that same chocolatey brown shade and just defining the lash line and winging it out a little bit. And now I'm going in with this shade called Pool Party, which is a stunning, gorgeous, like turquoise shimmery shade. So I'm packing that on top of the green color. I feel like that teal just acted as a nice base. And then I'm going in with this NYX eyeliner. I don't remember the color, but I'll list it down below. And I'm just taking that to my waterline. And I just loved the pop of color with this look. And then I'm going back into that highlight shade, and I'm using this for my tear duct highlight. And this tear duct highlight is just so poppin', like it's the perfect shade for that. And then for my face, I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill and Becca Champagne Face Palette. I'm mixing Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop for my highlight. I just felt like I had to use Jaclyn's palette. So just taking that to the high points of my face, taking it to my cheekbones, the Cupid's bow. I like to put a little bit on the center of my chin, tip of the nose, and bridge of the nose. And then I'm going in with the blushes from there. One is called Amaretto, and it's like a matte bronzy blush, and then the other one is like a shimmery pink shade. I believe it's Rose Spritz, and I like to mix the two together and pop that onto the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm going in with a little bit of translucent powder just to kind of blend out the edges, and I just really feel like it softens everything up and gives it more of like an airbrushed appearance. And then of course setting everything in with my Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray just will take away any of that powdery effect. And then for lips, I'm going in with MAC Boldly Bare Lip Liner, which is one of my all-time favorites. It's just the perfect nude. And then I'm going in with a combination of liquid lipsticks. So this is Ofra Bel Air liquid lipstick, I believe. And then I'm going to go in with, what is this one called? This one is Ofra's liquid lipstick in the shade Versailles. And it's a metallic liquid lipstick. So I took that just to the center of my lips. And then I actually took a little bit of that gold eyeshadow from the palette and packed it onto the center as well, because I wanted a little bit more of like a gold reflect. And then I'm going in with the Nubyen Nude Lip Plumping Lip Gloss, which I absolutely love. It's just a clear gloss. And basically this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!